Guardian Heroes on the Sega Saturn is what happens when a classic beat-em-up gets a PhD in RPG mechanics and a black belt in pure unfiltered fun. Developed by Treasure, the same mad geniuses behind Gunstar Heroes and Radiant Silver Gun, this game takes the humble art of pummeling enemies and elevates it to a near religious experience. At first glance, Guardian Heroes looks like your typical side-scrolling brawler. A gang of plucky heroes set out to vanquish evil, armed with swords, spells and more fists of fury than a Jackie Chan marathon. But don't be fooled, this isn't your average move right and punch affair, with its branching storylines, multiple endings and a combat system so deep you might need a snorkel. This game is like a buffet of beat 'em up goodness with RPG sprinkles on top. Combat is where Guardian Heroes really shines. Picture this. You're tearing through waves of enemies, chaining together combos like a martial arts virtuoso, while your friends or CPU buddies are casting spells that light up the screen like a 4th of July celebration. You can juggle foes, block incoming attacks and unleash devastating special moves that make you feel like a one-person wrecking crew. And with 3 planes of movement, foreground, midground and background, the battlefield feels dynamic and chaotic in the best possible way. But the real magic of Guardian Heroes is in its replayability. The game's story branches off in different directions based on the choices you make, leading to multiple paths and endings. Want to fight an army of ninjas in one playthrough and a horde of undead warriors in another? Go right ahead. Each playthrough feels fresh, and with so many characters and paths to explore, Guardian Heroes is the gift that keeps on giving. Visually, the game is a feast for the eyes. The hand-drawn sprites are packed with personality, and the animations are smooth enough to make even the most jaded retro gamer nod in approval. The backgrounds are lush and detailed, creating a world that feels alive and ready to be smashed to pieces. Let's not forget the soundtrack, an adrenaline pumping mix of rock and orchestral tracks that perfectly complement the on-screen mayhem. If there's one downside to Guardian Heroes, it's that it can get a bit chaotic, especially in multiplayer mode, where the screen can become a swirling vortex of spells, swords, slashes and flying enemies. But honestly, isn't that part of the fun? The game's chaos is its charm, turning every battle into a frenzied button mashing ballet. In conclusion, Guardian Heroes isn't just a beat 'em up, it's a masterpiece of the genre. Whether you're a fan of RPGs, action games or just enjoy the simple pleasure of hitting things until they stop moving, this is one game that deserves a place in your Sega Saturn collection.